Hey everybody, it's Roy and Avery with We Family Homestead. In this video, we're going to be going over the 3 easy steps to design your backyard homesteading oasis. Y'all enjoy.
For this first step, you would need a pen and sticky notes.
So in step 1, you need to decide what you want to have out there. So I know that we definitely want an outdoor kitchen. So on a sticky note, just go ahead and write kitchen. Peel it off and stick it to the side. What else would you like, Avery?
Trampoline.
A trampoline. Okay, so we are going to have a trampoline. Okay. Oh, we also wanted a fire pit, right? Okay, so let's do a fire pit. And what else?
A pool.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with a pool, right? So we got the pool. Let's see. Oh, for our outdoor kitchen, we're gonna need some raised garden beds. RGB. Okay, what else do we want?
A sandbox.
You want a sandbox, okay. Sandbox. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, racetrack, right?
Yes.
So, we'll design a little racetrack here. RT. So whenever you have them all laid out, you're going to kind of put them in a grid pattern here. Now we know that this side closest to us is going to be our home, right? So we know that we want the raised garden beds to be close to the home. That's going to give us easy access to them and for watering and picking off of them and everything like that. Now next, we definitely want the outdoor kitchen to be the focal point of everything. So we put that there, and then all you do is just kind of move stuff around. So the fire pit we'd like to have right above the kitchen. That'll give us our kid play area over here. And then our pool can be right here closest to the home so we can watch over the kids. That's how we want it laid out. So we're going to go ahead and take you to part 2.
For step 2, you would need a pen and drawing paper.
That's right. So in step 2, we're basically going to take the grid pattern that we had and we're going to now transfer it over to this drawing paper. It does not need to be neat, nothing like that. This is literally to start getting a more flow of the design. So here is where we had our house. And we know that we wanted a raised garden bed. So we're going to put the raised garden bed here. And to kind of balance things out, let's go ahead and just add another one here. You can never have too much. Now we also know that at the focal point, we wanted our outdoor kitchen. So let's go ahead and add our outdoor kitchen. Outdoor kitchen. Okay. What else did we have, Avery? We had our fire pit, right?
Yeah, a fire pit.
And we had that right above the kitchen. Let's go ahead and get this little fire in there. We also had our pool. Now we wanted our pool close to the house so we can watch the kids. So let's go ahead and put that right over here. And again, this does not have to be too spec, too size, nothing like that. This is literally just getting the layout out there for us. Now we also knew that over in this general area here, we wanted to keep all the kids stuff together and also away from the pool because that'll allow us to have the kids playing here and it keeps the pool out of play a little bit for us. So we know that we want to have a sandbox. What else did we have? We had a sandbox, we had a racetrack. Okay, got us a nice little racetrack. And we also had a trampoline. Okay. Oh, and we also wanted a rock climbing wall and a chalkboard wall. So we will have our rock climbing over here and our chalk wall over here. So we homeschool, so we figured it'd be nice. They could sit around the fire on a cold day and still have school outside while mom teaches on the chalk wall. Also an interactive way to learn. So naturally, as you kind of lay this out, you can start kind of seeing pathways that design. So we know that we'll have some steps coming off of here. So we will need a pathway that leads here. And then we will also need one that comes up through here. That way we can get to this portion of the property. And we can have one coming out, going to the sides of the house. Another one going from the outdoor kitchen to the fire pit. From the fire pit to the chalk wall. From the outdoor kitchen to the pool. And we can also have one coming down here, leading us to the other side. So just like that, you can start seeing how everything flows. Make sure that it works for you. And I would say that this layout is pretty well covers everything that we want. And it has a nice little flow area as well. Now we can also go and have this thing come right here. And so now we kind of have path going every which direction, which I think is very important to enjoy your backyard space. So let's go ahead and get ready for step 3, which is one of the best parts.
For step 3, you will need another piece of drawing paper, crayons, or markers.
That's right. So step 3 is basically taking it one step further. Once you start adding some color down and just start feeding off of it all, then you can really start seeing what you're working towards. So this right here is basically an overview of our property. This is going to be roughly 8 acres. On the property existing right now, there is an existing shop. And that shop, that's where my great-grandmother sold gumbo out of. Unfortunately, it is weathered and we will probably have to result in tearing it down and using it for some other purposes. Now, right here, we have our pond, which is existing, and this is our gazebo. Now, right here, though, is where you can see what we just did in steps 1 and 2. So we have our garden beds. This is our house. This will be our shop. We have our garden beds. We have our sandbox and our racetrack. We have our trampoline, fire pit, chalk wall, and rock wall, and our pool. Now, once you get going on this, as you can tell, it has a nice flow to this entire design. So what you're able to do is you're able to kind of go on that and start adding stuff that you know is going to be on this property. For example, we want some water catchments. Right here is going to be our sewer system, our septic system. We're going to run our sprinklers out in this area. This will basically be like our no man's land. There's a few oak trees and pine trees here. We really can't do nothing with the property anyways. So we're going to go ahead and run our septic out this way. Over here is going to be our compost. We have a walkway getting us to our compost. This will be our chicken house and run. Over here will be our in-ground garden. And then up here is going to be the start of our food forest. What we're going to do is we're going to plant our fruit trees. And then underneath it, we will plant other cover crops, ground crops, and just have this whole thing working. And we'll create a nice flow through here so we can walk and enjoy the shade and enjoy the fruits of our labor, so to speak. So as you can see, as you're adding on to this, you actually start getting a flow and a feel for what your property can and will be. And again, that's 3 easy steps. What you want, designing it out to make it flow, and then just filling in the blanks with some color. Well guys, that was the 3 easy steps to design your homestead backyard oasis. We really hope that you enjoyed it, and we hope that you get some good content out of this. It helps y'all out in the future. If it has,
Like and subscribe.
yeah, and be sure to hit that notification button as well so you'll be updated every time that we post a new video. We appreciate y'all. Have a good one.